Welcome back to Irons United for our Carabao Cup Round 2 preview against League 2. You could maybe call them giant killers, Newport County. Is it going to be another giant killing? Let's fingers crossed, hopefully not. I don't think I could handle another one of these seasons and not going for a cup run. But of course, West Ham travel to Rodney Parade to face Newport County of League 2. For what will be an interesting round 2 game. So, what do we know about Newport? 2 seasons ago they toppled Leeds United in the FA Cup before, of course, taking Tottenham to a replay. Last season Leicester and Middlesbrough were both defeated before they ran into the eventual winners, which were Manchester City. Newport in particular haven't done particularly too well in the League Cup themselves. But the appointment from the manager Michael Flynn as a manager seems to have been a masterstroke, because since March 2017 he's really kept them up and kept them functioning as a side, especially in the current problems with some of the EFL clubs like Bolton and Bury to be an example. They play in League 2. And their fixtures this season have been all right. I mean, they've drew against Mansfield on the opening day of the season 2 each. They drew against Cambridge United 0-0. They, in the last round, beat Gillingham, which went to penalties, and of course came through to the next round. They beat Plymouth Argyle last time out as well. So they're on form. They'll be up for it. They'll be up for another giant killing experience, and of course West Ham have to try and meet them head on and go for it. But when it comes to West Ham, I mean, how will we line up in particular? Will we go all out full strength, or will we bring some of the squad players into the mix? It looks like Pellegrini has mentioned that Ajeti will probably start this game, and I think that's a great shout, to be honest. The player that came from Basel, I think it's a good opportunity. And, I don't want to make the same mistake I've said for years before when we bring players in and we want against the lower league teams, and we think, it's a great chance for them to go and get a hat-trick. Let's not fall for that same problem that we've had over the many years. We really need to take this competition serious, though. And I'd really like us to go on a cup run. Could you imagine a League Cup run, a League Cup victory, trip to Wembley and a cup final? It's funny, you talk to fans and you think, would you accept the Carabao Cup over the FA Cup? Do you know what? I just accept a decent cup, not a Mickey Mouse Cup, just a decent cup. So yeah, I take the Carabao Cup, and I really want West Ham to take it serious. So I think we will see Ajeti feature. A lot of people are talking about Cardosa starting, but it looks like he's going to be given a bit more time in the youth, in the under-23s development. I think he is obviously a great addition to the squad, but I just don't think I think this is going to be a bit too early for him. I don't think it's the fact that I don't think they think he can compete, but I think they're just going to manage him into the first team setup and do it properly. So that's something that kind of is a bit positive. It also looks like Pellegrini has strongly hinted that Jack Wilshere will make his return to the side alongside Robert Snodgrass. Wilshere was obviously missing from the game at the weekend, and I just think it's a great opportunity for him to, prove his fitness again, which he's been doing most of this season. And yeah, coming up against a lower league opposition, let's just hope he can really show the magic, and it can really build on the confidence that he's got, hopefully remaining injury free. And it's a great opportunity for Snodgrass to come into the side to prove to Pellegrini what he is capable of doing. I think Yarmolenko will start. He only had about 55 minutes against Watford, so it's definitely going to be a great opportunity for him to come on and get some much needed match fitness. I don't think we'll see the likes of Sebastian Aller, Felipe Anderson, Mark Noble, who all returned at the weekend, so I think that's a little bit too much for them midweek. I mean, you never know. We look at the game last year against AFC Wimbledon, and we did make a couple of big player substitutions in the end, because obviously Wimbledon held us for up to 60 minutes. So you never know. You might see a couple of little appearances here, there and everywhere. Looks like Nathan Holland is potentially going to be a starter also, which I'm really excited about, another youth prospect. So I think it's going to be a really good mix of experience, new players, young, some of the new players coming in, and of course Pablo Fornals. So my suspected lineup will be probably Roberto in goal. It's really tough to always do this as well, because I think, well, what's he going to do with those kind of three central defenders? And he's been playing Ogbonna beside Diop for most of the season, so I can probably really see it being possibly Diop or Balbuena, or Balbuena and Ogbonna, and I think it might be the latter. But we all know what Diop did last year against the AFC Wimbledon when he came on and he hit that banger from outside the box. So it'll be an interesting team selection. I'd like to see Ben Johnson start, and I think we might see Zabaleta as well. So that'll be an interesting team selection. Again, it's really tough to predict what he's going to do so early on in the Carabao Cup, because it's an opportunity for a bit of squad rotation. In the midfield, we always get really surprised, but I think we'll see Declan Rice in there controlling that midfield. I think he's going to rest Lanzini, because I think he's been on fire for the even against Man City. He was our best player in my opinion, and in particular the last two games. I think we'll see Pablo Fornals and Nathan Holland, which I'm really excited about. I think I've named three there, have I? Yeah. I don't think we'll see Felipe Anderson after him coming back from his injury. So it will be a really interesting team selection. Ajeti up top, and I think I'm probably missing one player, am I? Oh no, Yarmolenko. I forgot to say Yarmolenko alongside possibly Snodgrass as well. So I think it's going to be like a kind of 4-5-1 formation with the players kind of coming in behind Ajeti, feeding him the ball quite a lot. But it's just going to be a good opportunity for these players to get some fitness under the belts. But let's just hope we take the competition serious. The players turn up, they give it their all, and they just go hell for leather and try and beat this team. Get a bit of much needed confidence. It's do you know what? Early stages of a League Cup competition, it's going to give confidence to the fringe players as well as the players that are there. You know, players like Yarmolenko that needs the much needed fitness. So let's just go for it and try our best to get a good result. A victory first and foremost, and if we are going to have a victory, a convincing one at that, would be nice to have some goals under our belt and get some of the players on the score sheet, which will lead nicely into the game against Norwich at the weekend. Anyway, get your comments in below. Let me know your thoughts. This was a quick preview on the Newport game. Let me know your do you agree with what I've said? Do you agree with the fact that I've probably named about 1 million players in the starting lineup, and it's probably, I know it's only 11 aside, I've probably named a 13 aside, but you know, sometimes you just got to get these videos out to you. So let us know your comments below. Let you know if you agree with some of the players I think will come in, and my prediction will be, oh, it's much needed. We need to keep a clean sheet, but I'm just not confident with our defence just now. So I think it's going to be a typical West Ham day. I think Newport will go up 1-0 and will win 4-1 in the end. Last mention would be to Chicharito. It looks like he's going to missing again. Start with a bug, with now potentially a knee injury, but I don't know if that's just due to a pending MLS bid and he'll be off in January. It'll be interesting. I'm a bit disappointed because he scored a goal in his last game, but now he is not going to be available for selection, and we'll see what happens come Norwich. But anyway, get your comments in below, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll get commenting back, and fingers crossed we get through to the next round. Come on, you Irons.